I want to talk a little bit about how I got into magic. Um, a lot of people wonder how someone gets into something like magic. Myself, I was about 14 or 15. Um, I say I've been doing it 17 years, so that would be 15, but it could have been 14. Um, I don't know. My little brother had this coin trick. It's called Coin Con for you magicians. And anyway, I swapped him something for it, and I liked the reactions that I got. And I came up with my own routines using this coin trick, you know. Um, and then, just the reactions, I got such a good high, such good energy from the reactions. I started going to the library and getting beginner books on magic and studying that and fooling people on that. And I read a lot on Harry Houdini. I probably read about 8 biographies on Harry Houdini, and I know most of his secrets and stuff like that. And there's one autobiography that was co-written by his wife. Um, so that really got me interested in magic. And then at the school I was at, there was a talent show. And get this, I didn't have any real magic, so to speak, but I got myself involved in this talent show. And I went to my dad and I'm like, you don't want me to look dumb, do you? Get me a really good magic set. They have good ones for older people. So he spent like $40 on a really good magic set. You know, First time at a magic shop, I loved it. It was awesome. And, I performed tricks out of that, and, that's what I used for a couple of months, and people loved it, and they were amazed, at some of the stuff I could do with it. And it was about at that time at my church, a lady that went to Barnum and Bailey Clown School, um, did a 8-week clown course, and I did it. And I was a clown for about, I don't know, 9 or 10 years. Only on rare occasions, and at this church we had like a clown troupe. And I was a clown. I was a hobo clown, and which is a sad faced clown. And I did my magic, and I did what is called clown magic, which isn't very strong. And I had fun with it, but it got to the point where I don't know, it was just too much work to put on the makeup and stuff. So about 6 or 7 years ago, I quit that. I also do balloon animals. People don't know that. Just very basic ones. I had a business partner in Florida. He was a clown too, but he specialized in balloon animals and sculptures. And I did mostly the magic. And I got really big into escapes. I'd go to high school with 50 feet of rope, and I'd have people tie me to either a mummy tie, they would tie me to a chair, a flagpole, a tree laying down on a bench, and I would escape. And I did this at lunchtime, so I kind of had a time dilemma. I got a huge collection of handcuffs and stuff, and people would search me, they'd wand me and everything, and all the stuff was examinable. And one time, a police explorer, those are the teens that are becoming police officers, brought in a pair of her own cuffs. And um, most escape artists go into a little enclosure so they don't give away their secrets. And I just cover myself up with a blanket that was previously searched as well, and I got out of her handcuffs, and that really got me a name. Um, and down in Florida, there is a lot of swimming pools. I trained for about 6 months, about 3 months above water, and 3 months in shallow water, getting out of chains, padlocks, handcuffs. And then, I started doing underwater escapes. I did it about 30 or 40 times. I always had 2 safety swimmers on hand, one certified in CPR if I needed it. And out of the 30 times I've done it, 30, 40 times I've done it, I've never needed any help. They had handcuffed me behind my back with handcuffs that were examinable, wrapped me up in chains and padlocked me. I haven't done it in over 12 or 13 years living in New Hampshire because there's not very many private swimming pools, but I have done it 4 times up here, one off some rocks into a beach, one off a boat into a lake, one off a pier into a lake, and then we're at a hotel. No one was around. I was with the church youth group, and I went into 10 feet of water there. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then, I started going to magic shops, getting more magic, getting books, and getting videos and DVDs, which I'm going to be honest, I learned better through them because I learned better through seeing something done over and over. And a lot of stuff I've come up with on my own, come up with my own routines. So it's been a lot of fun. And for the past 12 years, I've been a street performer, street busker. I stand on the sidewalk, I do magic, and I'm well known. I have a fan page on Facebook and a fan group on Facebook and MySpace. People know me, and they like my magic. That's not to brag or anything. And I make tips. I don't do much stage stuff. I do like parties or parlor, which is like small groups, and I do close-up magic, which is magic inches from your face, which I think is better than stage magic, because they're right there and you don't have the stage barrier between the two of you. And it's more of a miracle because it's in their hands and it's happening. I'll be at restaurants and, I'll go from one table to another table as people wait for food. Some people will hire me to stand in front of their shop. I've done like a luncheon for Liberty Mutual and so on. And then about 3 years ago, I got interested in hypnosis. I saw a guy named Darren Brown, and that's Derren Brown. And I really was fascinated by his stuff. He uses neuro-linguistic programming and mild hypnosis. And, I read quite a few books on hypnosis, the Orman McGill book, which is a classic, though some of the stuff is outdated. And I took a home study course, and I took a course by the Hypnosis Motivational Institute, and I got certified in hypnosis. And eventually I'd like to have a hypnotherapy practice while doing my entertainment hypnosis, magic, and mentalism, which is like psychic entertainment, which I do as well. Anyway, my business card, it says magician, psychic entertainment, certified hypnosis. It has my number, my MySpace page, my email, and then there's a trick I do on the back. It's more a psychic experiment. But that's my story on how I got into magic. Every magician has their own story. But thank you, and God bless you and your loved ones. Thanks. Rock on.